Hello everyone. In this presentation, we want to discuss about translating one of Disney's song, which is Let It Go from Frozen movie. But before that, let me introduce our member first. There are Augia Dinita with student number 297, Moasa Yustining Room with student number 298, and the last is Intan Mariska with student number 300. For this presentation, we used three articles. There are the translating techniques in subtitling and dubbing in original soundtrack movie Frozen Let It Go. And second is translation method and meaning equivalence in the song lyric Let It Go, sung by Demi Lovato and Lepaskan, sung by the artist. The third is translation strategy on Let It Go songs that was sung by Idina Menzel with Indonesian version.
And here's the background of our presentation. Let It Go, a song from Disney's animated film Frozen 2013, is often analyzed in translation studies due to its rich linguistic and emotional content. In the context of a translation course within English literature studies, this song provides a valuable example of how translation involves more than just converting words from one language to another. Translators must consider meaning, emotion, rhythm, rhyme, and cultural context. Articles discussing this song typically explore various translation techniques used to preserve the beauty and message of the original lyric. Analyzing this song helps students understand how translation theories are applied in literary and musical texts in real-world context.
So the title of this article is The Translation Techniques in Subtitling and Dubbing in Original Soundtrack Movie Frozen Let It Go. This article uses qualitative method, and also this article is using method by Molina and Albir. Molina and Albir framework identifies 18 distinct translation techniques. These techniques are categorized based on their impact or the translation process and the resolving text. The framework distinguishes between direct and indirect translation, with direct techniques focusing on preserving the source text meaning and form, and indirect techniques addressing situations where direct translation is not feasible. In this article, also use two techniques. There are dubbing techniques and subtitling techniques. There are 11 subtitling techniques, which is addition, adding information in a translation to make the meaning clear or to fit the context of the target culture. Next, borrowing, taking a word or expression directly from the source language without translation, can be pure or customized. Next is calque, translating an expression literally, following the structure of the source language. Next is compensation, replacing a missing language effect in one part by adding it another part so that the overall impact remains. Next is established equivalence, using a common or widely recognized equivalent in the target language. Next is linguistic amplification, adding linguistic elements, words or phrase to explain the meaning implied in the source language. The next is literal translation. Translates word for word according to the structure of the source language without much adjustment. Suitable if the structure of the two languages is quite similar. Next is modulation, changing the point of view or the way of delivery, but the meaning remains the same. Next is particularization. It's using more specific terms in the target language. Next is reduction. Eliminate information that is considered unimportant or already implied in the target language. And the last is transposition. It is changing grammatical categories when translating.
Translation method and meaning equivalence in the song lyric Let It Go, sung by Demi Lovato and Lepaskan, sung by The Artist. Using qualitative methods and theory by Peter Neumark. Neumark stated that translation is rendering the meaning of a text into another language in the way that the author intended the text. The method used by Neumark is divided into 8 parts. The first, word-for-word translation. This method involves word-for-word translation, which preserves the word order in the source text. It is usually used to understand the basic mechanics of the source language, but is rarely used in formal translation as it can result in a styled and unnatural text. For example, the cold never bothered me. Translate into rasa dingin tak pernah menggangguku. The second, literal translation. This method pays more attention to the grammatical structure in the target language. However, it retains the word order in the source language as much as possible. For example, A Kingdom of Isolation in translation into kerajaan terasing. The third, faithful translation. This method tries to reproduce the contextual meaning of the source text as accurately as possible in the target language. It retains the form and style of the source language, but tries to be more natural than literal translation. For example, the wind is howling like this, swirling storm inside. Translate into angin menderu bak badai dalam diri. The fourth, semantic translation. Similar to faithful translation, but more flexible in addressing issues of connotative meaning and cultural nuance. The focus is on achieving fidelity in meaning rather than form. For example, he is a bookworm. Translate into dia laki-laki adalah seorang yang suka sekali membaca. The fifth, adaptation. This method is often used for theater works, poetry, and advertisements. It prioritizes the target language and tends to alter the original text to achieve the same effect in the cultural context of the target language. For example, turn my back and slam the door. Translate into ku berpaling menjauh. The sixth, free translation. This method prioritizes content and meaning over the original form of the text. The resulting translation may differ considerably in structure, but is expected to retain the basic meaning of the source text. For example, the flowers in the garden. Translate into bunga-bunga yang tumbuh di kebun. The seventh, idiomatic translation. This method tries to convey the meaning of the source text by using idioms or expressions that are common in the target language. It focuses on naturalness and readability. For example, A, I don't have my eye on you, into I don't remember you. B, I don't have my eye on you, into I'm all ready to go. The eighth, communicative translation. This method emphasizes the transfer of the same message and effect as intended in the source text. It is usually used in informative and instructive texts. For example, be the good girl you always have to be. Translate into jadilah seperti yang diharapkan.
And the last article is Translation Strategy on the Let It Go songs that was sung by Ityana Menzel with Indonesian version. This article is using a qualitative method. Therefore, in analyzing translation strategies on the song Let It Go, the researchers did not use statistical data. And to analyze the translation strategies on the song Let It Go, the researchers used a strategies proposed by Mona Baker. The purpose of this study, therefore, is to analyze the application of translation strategies to address unity at the word level based on Baker framework in the translation of the song Let It Go in the movie Frozen into Bahasa Indonesia. According to Baker, 8 translation strategies would be useful in dealing with non-equivalence at the word level, such as translation with more general words, translated in more natural or less expressive, translation by cultural substitution, loanword or loanword plus explanation, translation with paraphrase using related word, paraphrased translation using unrelated word, translation with disappearances, and translation with illustrations. But in this article, the researchers just analyzed 3 strategies proposed by Baker. First, we have translation with disappearance. Translation with disappearance is a translation strategy whereby words that are not in Indonesian or not in accordance with Bahasa Indonesia will be omitted. For example, the disappearance occurs when the translator removes the form of 2 single persons on you will never, replaced only on ku takkan menangis, and there is also a sentence here I stay is omitted. The second is translating by paraphrasing using unrelated words. This is often done to match the rhythm and syllables of the song. For example, the lyric "It's funny how some distance make everything seem small" becomes "Ku buat jarak menjauh" in Indonesian. This changes the meaning, making it seem like the character is intentionally causing distance, while the original suggests that distance helps put problems into perspective, so the translated lyric do not align with the song's intended meaning. And the last is translation by cultural substitution. This strategy happens because there are cultural differences, even natural conditions that occur between the original song and the translation. The lyric "The snow glows white on the mountain tonight" is translated as "Salju berkilau merendah malam." Since Indonesia doesn't experience snow, the translation aims to be poetic, but the original meaning becomes unclear. The phrase "crochet night" doesn't reflect the snowy mountain imagery, causing the visual meaning to be lost for local listeners.